Hi everyone, Heather here with astrologywithheather.com and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am currently a professional astrologer, but that wasn't always necessarily my dream or my goal in life. I actually got into astrology when I was in graduate school getting my master's degree in clinical psychology. I went through a really difficult period of time where I felt like I was not on the right path. I had accomplished or was in the process of accomplishing everything that I thought I wanted, and I was not happy. A lot of different things were going wrong for me. My health was taking a hit, my finances, my relationships and friendships. And so I was kind of searching for something to sort of help me out of this rut that I had gotten myself into. And I had actually went to visit a friend of mine who was always talking about astrology all the time, and at the time I wasn't really open to it. But in this particular instance, I went and visited this friend. I hadn't told her anything about what was going on with me yet, and she went on to describe a series of transits that would have been affecting me at the time, and she described what was going on in my life like scary exact. And so after that, I had to know how she did this. I asked her for recommendations for books, and I started studying, and I've been obsessed with astrology ever since. And since that time, I've been very, very lucky to not only have had the time and the energy and the persistence and focus to do a lot of self-study in astrology, but I've also had the pleasure of working with some really incredible teachers. My two main teachers are, of course, Robert Phoenix, who you'll see featured on this channel. We do a monthly video forecast together where he gets into the mundane astrology and I bring my input in more on the individual level. So we go from the macro to the micro, and he's a really brilliant astrologer. And I also am currently taking medical astrology courses through the International Academy of Astrology with a teacher named Lynn Coiner, who's a brilliant medical astrologer and astrology researcher. And so I've had a lot of influence from different teachers and different materials and things of that nature throughout the course of my studies. But I've done a combination of self-study and studying with teachers. I did one-on-one training with Robert Phoenix for about 6 months. And that's really what gave me the confidence to jump in and to start doing readings for people like I am right now. So I decided to launch this channel a little over a year ago, and the point of this channel was for me to share my experience and my knowledge of astrology with all of you and to connect with all of you more so than I normally can through Facebook or through other forms of social media where there's not that interactive component. And I decided to name my channel Beyond Astrology with Heather, even though my business is Astrology with Heather, because my intention for this channel, and especially moving forward into 2019, is to start incorporating other aspects of my knowledge and experience and different components of my life and the things that I'm passionate about and interested in into this astrology channel. So the videos I do are always going to be under the framework of astrology, but sometimes we'll be diving into topics like health and healing, nutrition, alternative healing modalities, because these are things that are very interesting to me and that I've utilized and work with to heal from chronic illness over the course of the past 8 years. I'll also be diving into working with people with anxiety and PTSD, because that is part of my background and my experience as a trauma-informed yoga therapist, and with my master's degree in clinical psychology, and in my own personal experience and my own personal healing process, and linking that to the astrology, right? And that's why I'm studying things like medical astrology, because I find this to be very interesting and fascinating, the way that everything is interconnected and the way that, you know, we can utilize these different modalities and sync them up. And really, astrology is the study of the interconnectedness between all things, right? The planets and what's going on here on the earth in real time. And so it's what links everything to everything else. And that includes, you know, health and healing and, you know, other types of other types of things that we're going to be diving into here. And so I do intend on just incorporating a lot of different interests and components and a lot of different information into this channel moving forward. And also, I'm hoping to do a lot more interaction with everyone in 2019 as well. I would like to start doing live streaming videos, live Q&A, that type of thing once I have moved to a place with a better internet connection. And so I have a lot of big plans for this channel, but thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video and to get to know me and to subscribe to this channel if you feel so inclined. I do weekly forecasts for all 12 signs every single Saturday morning. Those are posted, and I also do a lot of astrology related tutorials. I teach a lot of courses and webinars. I'm doing another foundational astrology course in the spring, and I'll post the link to get on the wait list for that course down below. And I'm always open to suggestions for videos and webinars, and I'm always open to hearing your comments and really interact. I want to do more interaction with all of you moving forward, and so that's my intention for this channel. So I hope that you enjoy what you see, and thank you again so much for being here and for being a part of this with me.